to perhaps poll whoever shows up to see if they have thoughts about what our priorities ought to be, and then these kind of maybe some of the candidates for city council might make speeches.
Huh? So, I'm sorry, I was. Can you speak louder? I forgot my hearing aids.
Mr. Chance, would there be any thoughts or any support for just calling a general community meeting at some point to help us prioritize a little bit, tell what our issues are? We have issues with the concerns about the lagoon system and activity going on in several places. Help us prioritize a little bit. We want to do the swimming pool at the league to help us explain a little bit what the issues are and prioritize. Would there be any support for that, or is that another local suggestion? Mayor has dreamed up in his sleep.
I don't see a problem with having a meeting if you'd like to.
Election
See if
would be
there's
in
any-
November, we need to get it going.
See who would show up.
Mayor will probably do that, he's gonna try and sink away for expectation here. So, city council chairperson will be in charge.
Sorry, Dana. Oh, no. Blame Gabe. Look at Gabe
I'm
grinning.
going to move on to water bill hearings.
There you go, baby.
Kayla, can you be helpful with announcing or calling the water bill hearings, please?
So the two accounts we have tonight is 3,500 and 140519. 3,500 is here tonight to talk to you. The other one is not. And I'm
The
not.
rest are paid.
Hmm?
The others are paid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you did ask if the other two are paying now. The 16, Michaela, the ones in the 1,600 are paid.
Yes.
1,600, okay, thank you. Does somebody wish to speak regarding water bill 2,500? We have left the podium waiting there in the corner.
That's okay.
Come right up here.
You can't hear me, huh?
If I want to throw something like that, I'm not very good at getting close.
I'm stepping back. They're throwing.
How are you doing, young lady?
I'm doing okay.
Are you keeping busy?
Yeah. Trying to.
Hospital busy?
Some days no. You know how that goes.
I guess that's a good thing. What is the situation with regard to,
I get paid this Friday and I can have it in there this weekend or by Monday, before Monday. I'll just put it in the Dropbox on Friday when I get back from town. That's not a problem.
be there after we close the city office at 3 o'clock on Friday?
Yeah, 'cause I-
Maybe after that, it'll be there Monday morning?
Oh, yeah.
Before that?
It'll be in there probably by Friday night, Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure I put it in there.
All right. What does the council have to say?
Thoughts?
Extend to Monday?
And I always say it when I say I know.
Consensus to have them? Okay. Yeah, if you can have it in by before Monday morning when the office opens.
Sure will, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you coming
You
in.
need to have them
No problem.
readjust your pay period.
I know, right? That'd be nice
Yeah.
if they would.
Any other consideration for,
Okay. Thank you very much.
you go 7-0?
Do you want these?
No, you're just gonna put
No,
them
it was the
back.
140519.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. They came in the next day. I hear about it, but they,
That's a property manager.
one's here to speak to that account, so we'll move on towards termination or. And the other two have been resolved, so. That we must be on.
Yes.
Beyond that, thank you. Madam Treasurer, we're playing your song.
As of August 29, the balance of the checking account was $85,365.82. The balance of the savings account was $57,892.74. So your total cash available was $143,259.56. Top and bottom sheet shows a deficit of $10,652.97.
We are anticipating a concrete project in front of the new fire station. Probably just about any time, last I heard it was September, or approaching the middle of September, and that was bid at $22,000 something dollars. Will remind me again, that's coming out of savings, did we decide to keep that out of savings?
I don't know.
I'm sorry?
I told him, I think it was probably was capital improvement.
Okay. Any questions for the treasurer?
Actually, one thing we're going over tonight is I think the last thing they need. Otherwise, I think she said they would be wrapping it up. Because I knew this normally would have been passed if we had regular, but since we didn't. Yeah, 'cause this is what they sent me, was this paper. Okay.
Any questions or comments, discussion with the treasurer here present? Ask her while you got her. Satisfied with the treasurer's report, we should move on. Going once, going twice. And move on to the city clerk, Madam Michaela Green.
I got a letter from Fairfield, they're doing their after prom. And so they were just asking if we wanted to contribute again like last year. I just got the letter the other day.
How much did we contribute last year?
You would ask me that.
Sorry.
That didn't work. I don't remember how much we did last year. But we will be published and advertised in the papers and on shirts. It's a bonus for
For
us.
some reason, I was thinking $100. Sure.
You got $100 also?
What are you guys' thoughts on contributing and how much, if you want to? see what we did last year, match that, or are you not going to do it?
You wish to wait a month, but I suspect they would take the
There you
prom times when it's spring.
go. We're gonna revisit it at a
They
later
didn't
date.
expect to have a
Thank you.
answer anyway, but they didn't letter today.
What's your next item, Ms. Michaela?
Okay, so I know it's been talked about before, and then it never actually gets done because we usually talk about it later in the year. But I wanted to bring up the Christmas parade again because I've been talking to the library and, so they're doing their Santa again, but they're only gonna do it for an hour. And she's had it confirmed by the fire chief that he's gonna bring Santa in on a fire truck. Like go down Burns and then come here on December 6th. And so, you know, it was kind of brought up again about possibly doing a parade, but the librarian said that it's kind of too much for her to do on her own. But if like I were to help her and we planned it together, she'd be willing to help plan something. But for sure, the fire truck is a for sure. So I didn't know if you wanted me just to like try to reach out to like the Corvette Club possibly, or she would reach out to the school, like just talking to people, see if they'd be interested. But she said she would not do it on her own. So I said I would talk to you guys about it. Huh? Well, me and her would just work together.
Hey, you and Lloyd.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't mind helping. I mean, I don't know that I want to do it all again, but I would sure help. Try to get people lined up for the parade.
I just thought it'd be nice because, I mean, she already has the fire truck for
Right.
sure going through. But they're only doing Santa for 1 hour this year. So it'd be really quick. Parade.
I'd be willing to help.
I was thinking we might have a cash donation.
Not, she said most of the time they don't like stuff.
Yeah. Very good.
I talked to Lori about it, and she said the most we would make up twice.
So they're not coming to us officially and asking for a donation for the Christmas, well, for Santa Claus?
No, it's kind of me and Lori coming to you guys saying we'll work together to try to get this figured out if that's what you would like. But again, she doesn't want to do it alone, so.
I think Edie had a question or a comment.
If you want, we can give you a list of some of the names that we have in the parade.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be really helpful. But I just wanted to wait for you guys to, because I don't think, like, you're gonna have to pay anything. Lori said the most is maybe just for candy, but otherwise,
Before we took donations in the office and people donated candy for it given out, and we posted on every town around here on Facebook, Pratt and Stafford and Hutch and stuff, Facebooks to get it free as long as you're here by the sign up time, it's free to.
I don't know, there are a couple other little towns that have their parades too. A lot of times it's the same day, so I guess that's just something that we contend with. I think, Cunningham and Arlington have as well.
Cunningham's parade last year wasn't a huge thing, but it was pretty good.
They usually do theirs the second Saturday.
The second Saturday, okay, we'll have to miss that one.
So you guys want me to go forward and start planning this with her, or, and like advertising about it?
It'd be great if you want to do it. And like I said, I would be happy to help. You know, make phone calls or whatever I need to do. Just let me know. Maybe we could, I could talk to Kyle, see if he'd be interested in helping out.
As sewer, could we get
Or-
Walmart to donate candy?
You'd like to go.
So my next thing is, the last thing the auditor said they needed was, say, how do you, what do they call it?
I just call it the gap waiver. Basically, there's statute that requires certain accounting methods to be adhered to if you have revenue bonds or other ordinances of the city that require it to be prepared that way, and if not, then you opt out of it by passing this resolution. I don't think we had anything that requires that, and so the auditors need the resolution showing that the city's opted out of that. I typed one up thinking for this year, so I think you probably need to pass two, one, requiring that those principles don't apply for 2024, and another one said they don't apply for 2025.
Generally accept accounting principles and get the standard universal electric code and applicable codes that superseded by.
So we're gonna pass your ordinance, or?
It's the same thing, and one of them be marked up, we'll be doing it in 2024 as well. So there'd be two resolutions.
So, one resolution would be number
I'm not,
2024 dash,
there'd be, you remember what the, I think the last one that we did was a housing code one back in July. I don't remember what that was.
I think it was two.
So they'd be, I would do the 2024 year as 2025-3, and the 2025 year as 2025-4.
Moving forward.
Yep, that's one. Would be on that 25 year. This is,
Yeah, that's
not that it would be.
This is the same.
It is, except this is for year end 2025, this is for year end 2024.
So we have two of them.
Yep.
Is there discussion regarding the opting out of the generally accepted accounting procedures for either 2024 or 2025? And the discussion of the process of passing a resolution to that effect?
make a motion, we pass resolution number 2025-3 for the 2024 resolution waiving the requirement of the KSA 751120.
I'll second.
Aye. I make a motion that we pass resolution number 2025-4 for the year 2025, and resolution waiving the requirements of the KSA 75-1128. Aye.
This was on the city's website. Provided by the city. The bottom of this.
Mr. Taylor, have you completed all your city clerk items? Yes.
No.
Carry on.
For Advantage Computer, I was just going to put it on the bills, but it's just the yearly contract to be signed, and, it's $775 for the year. And I just wanted to make sure I said it now, so he can sign it before he leaves. But yeah, so it's just, that's what we pay every year for 16 support hours plus the software.
Same price as previous years, last year. $775.
So it's from September to September.
So it's just renewing. Aye.
Yep.
I need a motion approved or
Because we have to pay it, right?
I make a motion to pay Advantage Computer at the $775 yearly contract.
Second.
Aye.
Issue of ordinance elevations.
So, I had some very fun phone calls today. Very fun. So we've had, and I talked to Danny about this today, the issue about the limbs. So, my thoughts were, the last time we had talked about them, we said, you know, the guys won't pick them up unless there's been a storm, right? Well, some people have been written up for limbs, and they are not happy. And so, I guess I'm just getting clarification, because what to do. Do I go forward with these, even though, you know, what we talked about here, that we weren't gonna do it unless there was a big storm. So, and some people have been written up for someone else putting the branches there and stuff.
I got a phone call today also from a resident that was upset that they had a notice also. This particular one has made vast improvements on the one that they've got, working on it constantly. They've had limbs down before, they piled them up, they eventually hauled them off when they had a decent enough pile, I guess. They've got another pile started now, that they say, you know, they go around, they're trimming up their trees or something falls. It's in a orderly pile at the edge of their property. And they said that they will get it hauled off, but they were just kind of shocked that they got this when neighbors around them have violations out the ears for different things. So I told them I would bring it up to see how we can handle this.
Yeah, the fun phone call I had today, they do have, it's a very small pile. However, it's from the house next door, because what they were going to do is they were gonna buy that house next door, like pay the back taxes, everything, get it tore down, fix it up to make it look better. And now because of this violation, they said they're not doing that. Like they said that they're just gonna let that house stay like that.
So the limbs are actually on the other property?
No, it's that house, the fence,
Right.
and then there's a tree right here, and there's a pile between that.
Between their tree and the other house?
Yeah.
I'll make the motion to go into executive session for 10 minutes. Council, mayor, lawyer, city clerk.
I'll second.
For legal compliance.
I'll second.
Library board, the library.
Yeah, we're going to the
You guys
clerk's
can use the
office.
gym or my office?
Clerk's office.
Yeah. Do you want to use the gym?
I guess we're moving pretty fast. Aren't we? We're moving pretty fast tonight.
Hey there,
Hello.
you ever take off?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask him about Urban, how he was doing today. The other city guy, I guess his wife's in pretty bad shape.
Oh, no.
Yeah. She's in the hospital, I guess, as far as I know.
Ken said they put her on life support.
Yeah. Listen, I've known his wife for a long, long time. Hate to hear that she's having trouble like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, his funeral's Saturday, I guess. Yes. Friday. Yeah. I didn't know that he'd been having cancer. I sure didn't know that. Yeah, he's in for Ruby's class. Ruby's class. She hasn't been on for you either, has she?
Just, yeah, it was just a couple weeks ago.
Really? So how you getting along? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Well, it's to be expected, huh?
Well, you know, in August, they were all gung-ho about getting all these limbs cleared up. And now that they've gotten a couple of complaints, they're going into
I
executive
know.
session, so,
Don't make much sense, does it?
yeah, I may be leaving here for the last time.
I'm telling you. Well, I'm just having a conversation with Edie here. When I was on the council back when, we paid for a sound system, so everybody in here could hear.
I can't hear what they're saying. I know my hearing's not what it used to be, but I can't understand half of what they're saying up there. And they've got the equipment, and it was the clerk's job to set it up before the meeting. And evidently that's gone by the wayside. No wonder nobody wants to come to meetings. You can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad that 3 people show up for the council meeting.
Sometimes there's no one shows up.
Really?
Uh-huh.
It's been that bad? I didn't realize it got that bad. It just appears to me like they can't make a decision on nothing.
No.
And they don't have a clue what it takes
No.
to put a Christmas parade on. They don't have a
Knew
clue.
that was coming up. She should have had the information for it
Oh, yeah.
tonight.
You should have known how much they paid them last year.
Exactly. Yes.
And they don't have a clue about a Christmas parade,
No.
what all's involved in that.
I'm gonna give her a list of places we call.
Yeah, that's probably as far as it goes now.
Probably.
Yeah. They don't care like, just like Gabe said, well, they can get show up, and get show up, well, they gotta have numbers, like, well, yeah, you gotta know who's in it. They don't have a clue. They all want it, but nobody has a clue what to do. They don't appreciate what you do. Sad. Very sad. I didn't realize it got this bad.
You know, I'm learning how to writing.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that.
Jack
I got my reservations about him.
and Cheryl Collins.
He's, well, he's a warm body.
Yeah, no, it's
I
better,
know,
better than what's on the ballot.
I know, it's terrible. I'm too black and white, I don't want to be on there. I can't. It wouldn't work for me to be on there. No, I've never seen it this bad. It's been bad in years past, but this is the worst I've ever seen. Well, another thing I noticed, if they're on, they're on people not having limbs, I've seen a lot of limbs that's on city property that they haven't picked up. The maintenance guys haven't picked up the old city.
I wrote one of those up.
Did you? Well, you need to, that,
Yeah.
just like they said at the last meeting, it's hard to, get on to people when the city isn't taking care of their.
Well, they used to pick up the limbs as long as they were off the
Yes.
property.
Well, it didn't used to
And
be
it
an
didn't
issue.
matter if it was a storm or not.
Well, it didn't matter, if you was a city man, you drove around and seen something, you took care of it. I mean, that's what you did, that's your job. If you see something, you just. Now, they gotta have a written order to stop and pick up a limb off the street or something, that's crazy. Back in the day when Alan F was, he was a dog catcher, and there was a dead animal on the street, he'd pick it up, go dispose of it. These guys would just drive around it. Terrible. I don't know. This is my first year I've been to, a year. I didn't know what that was.
Our camera's in the house, so I can check on my,
Oh, is that right? Is he sleeping?
he's sitting in his chair watching
Oh.
TV, so. Cheryl's supposed to go to bed pretty soon.
I seen her down at the office.
She's still there.
Yeah, when I came there, she was. Tara was down there anyway.
Yeah. I was on the sewing group last Tuesday and I checked on him and saw that he had fallen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we would go call 911 for witnesses.
Is it getting worse, Larry?
Yeah. Because nurse and Burke has been twice a week and the nurse comes once a week. My time, the other night he had me chasing camels out of the house.
Man, that's,
Yeah.
is it dementia? Or is it-
He's dementia and Parkinson's.
Gotta check on my children. They got our scooter chairs at the fair.
Scooter chairs?
Yeah, because Craig's gonna help run,
Oh, yeah.
and James's knee's messed up, and Chris's back's killing her, so she's got mine.
They at the fair now?
Yeah.
Oh, man, hope they got chains on their wheels.
It's not bad, he had video.
Okay.
The rides are going, the derby's canceled.
Yeah. We was gonna go this afternoon, but I see water on the main roads up there, and it just flooding down through there.
12, isn't that Kate? Well, channel 12
Yeah, Channel
was
12.
showing a car in the parking lot.
Yeah, that white one?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna play heck getting out of there.
Oh, when he gets out.
Yeah, it's too
But
long.
they're enjoying the scooter cheers.
Oh, bad.
And I said, why not use some of them?
Did you see what they're charging to rent those up there?
$70 for
$70.
half a day.
Yeah.
It used to be 50.
Yeah. And I think a stroller for your baby's like $20 to $25.
Yeah. So I was, we weren't gonna use them, just gonna take them,
And the food is horrendous, I guess. Price-wise, I guess that's over the top.
Yeah, my friend's coming from Michigan Thursday, and we're gonna go up there for a day. But we
We
don't.
was gonna go today, but it rains.
We're too old to ride rides and stuff, so we just wanna scoot around.
Yeah, I like with the exhibits and stuff.
Yeah. Have you seen about Mars, the little baby hippo?
Do what now?
The baby hippo born in Tanzania Zoo?
Oh, taking it, no, I've heard there was one.
We went there Sunday, because it was $5 to his credit union. I couldn't hide a 30-pound hippo in my shirt. He was cute. It's not worth $100 and some they charge normally.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it was worth $5. I would pay $20 to see Mars. But,
Even the zoos have gotten expensive. Even
Oh.
Wichita Zoo's expensive.
I don't know if you have up on the scooter shows like the Hub Around. Somebody put one on buy sell trade, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and Greg got one back. And she wanted $300. So I said, okay, we'll come look at it.
How much?
300. It was never took out of the house. She used it one time when she passed away. And Craig says, well, go take it outside. I said, well, you want to buy it first? He said, I gotta pay for it. Go buy it. And with this cancer,
Well, those things are expensive, but after they get a little bit aged, they're all worth nothing.
we had to get new batteries this year. Or with his cancer.
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
I haven't seen Craig for quite a while, actually. I haven't
I
seen
got
him
Larry
back.
one a couple of years ago.
He's real thin. He's probably 125 pounds.
Yeah.
And yesterday, Craig, went to the zoo, was looking
Oh,
around.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be going on.
Run, like I told you, I think right now for earlier when I got these. Run, So anyway, okay, we're back in session. Sort of.
Executive session has ended, with no action taken there. We will be back in session.
Make a motion, we go into executive session for 10 minutes, non-elected personnel, mayor, council, lawyer, city clerk, and property officer.
I'll second.
Aye.
You should have made that motion before you all sat down.
Yeah. Well,
You know, it rained so much, my yard was flooded, so.
Yeah, I think we got more rain in Hudson than we got out here. And it rained quite a bit out here, I guess.
And again, I'm happy that you reached out, so that I was able to help you with that situation.
Well,
It was BS.
that guy's trouble. That guy's. He's.
I didn't get any rain at my house, did you?
didn't? Must all came to my house then.
No, it all ran down to my house.
My yard got flooded.
Oh, I have a lake. I had a lake.
Hey, do you have any fish? I'll come fishing.
Yeah, that guy.
Huh?
Screwed all that.
What?
I'll come fishing.
Oh, he's not all that.
I said, if you get a lake, I'm coming fishing at your house.
He
Yeah.
had no reason to say what he did. He had
I'm
no
surprised
reason.
that I don't have fish.
Yeah.
No, he put on there, you read it, and you want to put on there.
No, she deleted it when I was right
Yeah,
there.
okay.
But I just know what you had told me.
He called me as a neighbor, he didn't mention any names, he knew better, because I said it was landed. But he said, it's terrible when you got a neighbor that's what he called me,
A Karen.
a Karen. Said the guy lives in Turon, his wife lives in Dutch, and she don't care nothing about him, the reason he's just living on her own about shit that. Totally slanderous is what it was.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, did you ban him from one of your groups or several? Because I know we
When I was
did.
on.
Everybody
it,
should ban it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him.
Whatever happened to neighbors talking to neighbors about issues instead of blasting it?
Because people are chicken shit that do that. They go behind your
Well,
back.
I had to call you and explain because I didn't realize, and I don't think people in the community realize that write-ins could write in and everything. For the council, because only 3 of us signed up.
Oh, yeah,
And,
yeah. I don't know how that works for sure. I really don't.
yeah, a lot of people did. And I was surprised because I looked at the different counties and nobody signed up.
Oh.
So what happens if nobody signs up and nobody
I
goes
don't know.
forward?
I've never seen it like this. This is a shocker.
You
Yeah.
can't just say, I'm going to use the writing. There's a step you have to follow.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, what I liked back when I got on the council, I think Larry may have been there. Was he?
Probably.
You
Because-
slept since then, come on.
Well, he
Back in the
he set it
Colorado
up,
seven.
he set it up to where the candidates that was running, which I was one of them, they set it up in the gymnasium, and you got up and that's what Kenny was talking about tonight. You get up,
Before,
the fourth, you put it, you put it in the water bills or whatever you need to do that goes to everybody in town,
Mhm.
and a certain date, you go in we did it in the auditorium, and you go up to the podium like that, introduce yourself, who you are, and what you would like to see done in your term while you're on the council. And let the people in town know, see who you are and what you got to, that's the way you got to do it right.
Well, we did that when you were there, when we, Ken got mayor. At the bacon cap. Everybody got.
Oh,
to meet
yeah,
Ken.
yeah, it was a meet and greet,
Yeah.
I'm talking something that the whole
Yeah.
city needs to be about. And,
But my question is, how many people's gonna come? Look at,
well, how do you know unless you try it? And the best way to get a hold of them is to put it in their, everybody gets a water bill.
but you know, if you and Edie wouldn't have came, I'd been here by myself.
Yeah,
This is the way the
I'm
council
blown
meetings
away.
are.
I'm blown away with the way this whole thing is conducted, the way this is conducted.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling the property owner's about fed up.
I think so.
Well,
I think he's about fed up. And I can't blame him.
well, they tell them one thing and then they go
Well,
something else.
they pay him to do a job and he does his job and then they don't follow through because.
Well, they wanted him to attack their vehicles.
Well,
He did.
half the council's in violation of what they hired him to do.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And when he calls them out, it pisses them off, and then they're gonna try to, what they'll do is get rid of it.
Yeah.
I want to know when they changed that about the limb stuff. It's always been as long as you put them out on the curb, the guys
Well-
would pick them up.
You know
They
when
just
they
can't-
changed that, when Irvin and Everett
Well-
said, we're tired of doing it.
Yeah, but the
Because
thing of it
people
is-
keep putting them out after the time. fine.
Well, the thing of it is, it don't make a shit. If they've got time to drive around town at 5 miles an hour, they can stop and pick up and make, I mean, they need to be accountable for what they do. You know what I mean?
But during work city meetings, they were complaining that, and I can see their point. They should have, okay, we're gonna pick up limbs, this week and this week. Anything after that, you're responsible for. But their argument was they were, they pick up limbs and then a week or so later, there would be more limbs in the property.
They pick them up. They pick them up.
Yeah, and I agree, if they can drive around, they can pick up limbs. Because not everybody in town has a truck. Or a way, he's got no way to haul them. A lot of people don't.
Thing about it is, the community used to pull together to help one another. That is so far off base right now, nobody does nothing for nobody.
And I'm wondering
It's
what this
sad.
Christmas parade, because,
And they ain't gonna pull it off, they ain't got nobody to do it.
yeah,
And they don't have a clue what's involved. There's a lot involved in doing it right.
yeah.
A lot involved.
And I talked to Ken, I left him a message because he's been busy. And he stopped up there and told me that last year the library threw that craft show. And that they're having their meeting tonight and they might come and let us know. We had a lot of people, I had a guy drive 2 hours to buy one of those aluminum
I thought
Christmas
the
tree
craft show was
lights.
They need to do more things in this community, but nobody wants to get involved. They want you to do it, but
We
nobody
can't
wants to.
even get people to come to the
That's
meetings.
what I'm saying. I've never seen a town that's got this, that. You know, at least Cunningham, they get together, kind of rival together, do things for the betterment of the town.
Well, you know why they quit coming? Because you get up there and express your concern during audience comments and it goes off the door.
I don't know, I'm really disappointed, honestly. Very much disappointed.
I'm surprised Sheriff Livingston not here, she's been coming. But,
It's just nothing. Well, even the time you've been here, you've seen it change.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I grew up out here. I've seen it. This town used to pull together and do things.
Well, I think I told you when we moved to Pratt, me and James drove out there. And I went home, the first sentence, I said, where in the hell did you move it to? He said, what do you mean? I said, I walked in, there's a cop station.
Yeah, we can have our issues.
Yeah.
I'll admit that.
Yeah.
And at least we tried to do something. I don't even see these guys trying to do it.
We didn't table anything.
Yeah, and
Well,
that's, then,
They table it because in
They don't wanna
30
do it.
days, they'll forget about it. And then as soon as they walk out here every night, they'll forget about everything. So,
and they're talking to me real soft tonight.
I can't hear them, honestly.
I
And
asked
I know
you
my
if you
hearing,
could enhance the video.
my hearing is not what it used to be. I'll admit that. But I especially can't hear Ken talking. He's right there.
Well, we're set back further than we usually are. We're usually about a foot or two.
And they've got the equipment. They've got a sound system.
They don't
It's-
use it.
Well, why not? You gotta ask yourself, why not?
No, whoever's responsible for setting it up's too lazy.
Like, that's the mayor's job. I gotta sit right there.
And-
It's his job
and
to get on to
again,
him.
I know that Larry was here and he was on council, but what happened to, my mind just went blank. Things have changed.
Oh, my gosh.
Like you said, they table everything and,
Well, just like tonight, it's been a joke. Everything that's been discussed has been a joke. Everything that,
yeah,
there's been nothing accomplished. Well, I should say that. I don't know what's going on back there.
nothing.
How many more years to skip in?
Or June.
2 more years.
He's on his second hit. And the
But-
audience comment, the council's not allowed to comment on anything.
But they do.
But when the person's done talking, council can go on that subject on the agenda and then address it.
Through even the next month?
No.
Oh, this one,
Yeah.
oh,
Because they can adjust the agenda anytime during the meeting.
okay.
Yeah, so like if someone comes up with an important problem or something, they can't reply back to that person before they're done. I know they do, and they're not allowed. But then they can come back and say, okay, I want to adjust the agenda and add this to it, and then, you know,
I
they're
don't
talking about
think
it.
there's one of them up there that knows anything about.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, I was told by somebody that there's a program that's given free for new council members. A class, like to teach them what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't want to learn that. They're not
Well,
on there.
then why are they on the council?
Because it's just something that they think they're going to power. I
If
mean,
you
hate
read
to say
through
that.
the book they give you, you don't need a class.
Yeah, I can get you.
But I don't
a
think
book.
anything would read that book.
I guarantee you.
They don't even get their pamphlets ahead of time like they should. They wait till they come to the
We used to
meeting.
get these the week before, during the week. She already figured out them in my mailbox.
And you watch McKellen get a raise, and she's not, I personally don't think she's fully understanding what she's doing. We can't keep giving raises for nothing.
Well, and here's the thing, if I would see my way around that, we can screw that with things. If they knew it, well, just look at this guy, our property officer. I'm sure he's got a whole different outlook on there than he did.
Well, he made a mistake of buying the house and not knowing anything.
I know what it comes down to issues, I'm not saying they don't, but we've got way more than what we should have.
We had too many ordinances. I'm happy to say I did drive by Brandon McMahon's and they did tear that shed down.
Yes.
After Cheryl claimed, oh, they're fixing it up.
He was starting to fix it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he put a tarp or something, I think he was living in it.
I don't know.
He's living in the basement. Across from you, that house they tore down.
He lived in that cellar?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's Cheryl Fleming's property, so if you go down
He
there,
lived in that cellar.
Uh-huh.
I knew there was a cellar over there.
we never bothered with it because it didn't look very safe.
I imagine it's not very safe. I'm sure it's not.
And Manny's, I don't know if you guys have gone back to Manny's, but they got the foundation still there. But all that crap in the garage is getting cleaned up, so
Oh,
they're
really?
making progress there.
What about Brandon's house down there? Brandon really know that house.
Same thing today, when you list it. Nothing done. We lost the mayor. Oh, here he comes.
Executive session is ended and timed out. Lots of discussion, but no action taken. We'll be back in session here. Would we ever reach a point where we would authorize the city crews to haul some limbs? I'm thinking of a situation across from the Pizza Hut house, pretty substantial piles, been there a long time. We authorize people to haul them off, our guys to haul them off. We own a tractor with a grapple, we own a truck.
I think the point we did that would be going through the abatement process for the cost to get assessed back to the property owner. I don't think we want to set it up as you shove them out in the street and maintenance guys will pick them up for free. I think that sets a bad precedent. But we go through the abatement process and do it that way.
If they're in the street or a portion of them are in the street, that is a traffic hazard. If nothing is done to alleviate that, does the city have liability for traffic issues if some sort of accident there?
I think the person that put the items in the street would.
Okay. The city has no liability for leaving them there?
I'm not sure about that. The city didn't put them in the street.
We would alleviate most of our liability just by sending them a letter and starting the process of abatement. Okay.
Any discussion?
Question, are you gonna be drafting a letter? Do you want me to? What do you wanna do?
On this specific violation,
Well, I think probably any of them that you want to go through this process. I mean, if you don't want to do the grass, that's fine. If you want to do it on pretty much everything else, because it is more substantial, removal of limbs, cleanup of junk vehicles, whatever the case may be, if you want to follow this process through all of them, then you probably need a letter
Well, I
specific.
think we should make a letter,
yeah,
like fill in the blank.
I can put one together, probably the 3 or 4 most common ones,
Mhm.
and then we'd have,
Or a letter with a fill in the blank for what the purpose is.
yeah. Yeah, I can get those put together.
Okay, and do you want to mail them, or do you want me to?
I think if you can make contact in person first, that's received better a lot of times. We get the letter
True,
and
it
then-
doesn't happen very often,
Yeah.
but true.
But if you can't that way, then move on to either,
I knocked every door that I applied the notice to today. So, and there were 13 total. And that, there were more, but some of them got taken care of. But I do try personal contact first.
The big thing is you can probably make personal contact during the day mainly, and if they work a job, that'll be.
Can we not attach them to a door like we do with the other notices?
yeah.
Tape them and take a picture of it on the door?
Yeah.
Maybe put them in an envelope.
So here would be a question for me. If we're going to tape them to a door and take pictures of files and stuff, you can buy a cell phone for like $40. It's not a real good cell phone, but you can buy a smartphone for like $40. Is that something we need to look at for in the future? This year, we're getting to the end of summer that there won't be so much issue, but in the future, is that something we need to look for? So that the pictures and stuff are, it would just be a cell phone for the property officer. We pay Everett and Irvin's phone bills, but for the most part, they're not like taking legal pictures and stuff that could end up in court or something. Would that be something that we would maybe need to look at with buying the cheapest phone we could with the,
You know, on a picture, all I need to get it is foundation on what it's a picture of, and is that picture accurate? It doesn't matter what kind of device it's taken on, as long as it has been messed with. But if we want to include the property officer's number on the notices, like these formal letters, having a cheap cell phone that they can call that number, yes or that would make sense.
I think that's something we might look at in the future, because you can buy a phone for like $40. A lot of times the cheap plans are not, they're like $15 or $20 a month for no more than you would think it'd be being used for people calling.
So we'll visit that early next spring. Not probably gonna be much going on this one.
Would be, not. We hope not.
Right.
For now, if they call anything to her, just tell her that she'll have him call her.
I guess it's that.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I mean, that's what I told the guy today, I said, I can pass on your message.
discussion? Mr. Johnson, do you have other plans to
No, sir, I don't.
lay upon us from our expert opinions for problem solving? Questions?
Any
for
more
Mr.
questions or concerns for us?
Questions for Mr. Joplin?
I think, my questions and concerns are a work in progress as we figure out what we're doing. So right now, I'm good. And I'll just kind of sit tight till I get the letter to you guys.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your help. And next item is legal matters. Mr. Lynch, what good news do you have for us?
Pass these around. And this is on the McGuire Iron contract. The only, I didn't know. There should be one.
Did you get one?
Yeah, there should be one. Paragraph,
Substitute paragraph.
yeah, paragraph 9, I didn't really like paragraph 9, so I proposed a substitute, for that paragraph. I would recommend if you guys are okay with that, that we respond, we accept the contract, they swap out paragraph 9 for what I put together there. They're asking for binding arbitration to take place in South Dakota for a single arbitrator, and that decision's not appealable. Part of that's on me, it's just not a process I'm familiar with, I don't like agreeing to that, not have an option to appeal if we don't think that decision's right, and then it's got an attorney's fees provision in there as well. So this one, the other provision saying parties will try to work it out and get paid first, and if not, proceed to litigation or any other means necessary at that point.
They have not seen this.
No.
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 Do we have any reason to believe that they accept this or not accept it or reject it?
I would be surprised if they rejected it, but I haven't done really anything with it in the past, so that's just a guess on my end.
To make consensus on the motion to go ahead and send this.
I would, yeah, if you guys are on board with it, I'd move to approve the wire iron contract with paragraph 9 replaced. We can make the replacement in paragraph 9. And then we can send that to them.
And if it does not, if they don't agree to it, you come back next month.
Yeah.
We'll go on something else.
Any feelings of the council?
motion that we accept the McGuire Iron contract with the
Contingent upon
number 9.
Replacing paragraph
With the replacement of the paragraph 9.
I think that's it.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
is
For the two signatures that's required, who would that need to be?
Generally, the
Just wanna make sure I'm saying what
I wouldn't sign it. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. She's around the office, so I don't know if that's. You just want it out.
Did you decide I needed to sign something before you?
Not right now.
I think I'd wait till you're back and put it on, and if they say that's fine, then it's fine. Nothing else that needs action. We had municipal court last month. Basically, we come back in about a month, and hopefully we get a resolution on all 4 of those. We did Bob the height in the road, he showed up, talked to him. He says the problem will stop, if we get it till January, if that's the case, and we'll dismiss what we filed. If there's new issues, we'll file those as well.
It was in the road again.
He was in the road the other day because Sonny was mowing Bradshaw's lot and
Oh, you kicked her out a lot.
It was in the park this week.
Well, sounds like that did not last very long. Okay.
I will say there was an issue with the post office and getting to, I had to fight for that. Yeah. Because his name was not on the PO box, and I didn't want to deliver it. And I told them, I have no other address. That's it. So, they're putting it in there. So that didn't get done here today.
Well, he's here to talk.
Have we taken any further action with regard to Windows 7?
No, that's my fault. I spaced out now, I will do that tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Nothing has happened yet. Thankfully, I've not done any of that.
I will do that.
I have seen somebody down there
There was somebody
picking up stuff,
wandering
or
around there
bucket
picking up
fulls.
stuff.
Where it's going or what they're doing, I do not know, but somebody was down there. It was the same guy that tore it all down by hand, so. I don't know if he's getting ready to take that bottom level out or what, but he was down there doing something.
Okay, further questions, discussions?
Brad's house, did we get anywhere on it?
They showed up, said they're not living there anymore. Basically the same thing, we got a separate status check next month. So I'm curious to see kind of what reports come in, as to whether or not anybody is still living there.
And we have the 402,
Or, yeah.
402 East Place. My nephew who lived next door and owns their clothes, hemmed in the backyard. Unattended during daylight hours, but somebody shows up in the middle of the night to beat it up. And so they're still there. They say they're-
That's
The dogs get fed water, but if they're aroused in the middle of the night, which is uncomfortable for not you who claims to be a light sleeper.
Come on in.
I was asked to come interrupt your meeting.
Come in.
And you showed up.
Ms. Conrad is the librarian. There were questions about whether or not the craft fair would be occurring again, sponsored by the library.
Yes, it
Quickly.
will be. November 15th, 9 to 1. We will do
Those
the
are, everyone wants to know that.
Yes, thank you.
November 15th, here in the gym, and there will be.
November 15th,
Yes.
9 to 1, okay, thank you.
November 15th. There will be $1,000 fee for to use the gym, is that correct?
I heard $1.
And what if, I know that you guys are being charged for tables. My son's got adequate tables.
I'll
And
get
he-
out all that
Okay.
information later so that I'm not holding them up. But we're doing that, and we also have the fire truck bringing Santa on December 6th. And we'll have Santa visit in the gym like we typically do.
You're also putting a parade on that day.
You're doing that part. I will help with it. My library board has said they will help with it, but that's on you guys.
It's not what we voted on.
We're gonna do the fire truck and Santa visit.
Thank you. I'm texting him now.
Okay, there are also people that pass through that house in the night. I don't believe anybody is actually residing there, any semblance of a permanent basis, but there are people who still pass through that house. So you can do with that information what you can, which, since it's speculative and third hand, well, it's probably not much to do with it. Further discussion or questions for Mr. Lynch?
There was a person that was interested in buying that house to tear it down. If they can figure out that those people are out, and because the landowner said that they'll sign it over and sell it to them, but.
I think some research would need to be done to determine if there's any other liens or anything else on the property that need to be hanging over the possibility of.
We filed our case, people are supposed to be out, the landowner can go board it up, lock the house up. There's nothing on the landowner that can't do that.
So can the landowner go in there and tear the house down?
I would think so.
I'm not saying they will, I'm not saying that that's their plan, but.
But I don't think it's leased or anything. I think he's just walked in there and.
Could be the situation for landowners over to someone else with fairly expensive.
Yeah, I think it would, yeah, that would be nice. Because it is very expensive.
Any more questions or discussion for Mr. Lynch? We'll move on. Maintenance report, Mr. Everett.
As y'all know, I wasn't here last meeting, and Irvin's not here tonight, so I'm not exactly sure where we stand on. He said you wanted some prices on, concrete wash that we put in on the streets. I get a trailer load of that for $50, either from Kroll or Pratt Enterprise, Concrete Enterprise. It's still about $50 a trailer load, which is about somewhere around 8 yards, or 8 ton for concrete wash. Millings are still $15 a ton.
You go
and I can get them from APAC, but we got one semi-load still up there.
On the concrete wash, you don't haul it a ton, they haul it 8 ton,
Rehaul
you haul it with the dump trailer?
with our dump trailer. I can get about 8 to 9 ton, and that's all, that's, that's plenty for my 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive pickup from Pratt. AD rock comes from APAC that we put on the streets, and what I was gonna put out in front of the fire station, that's 33.48 a ton. And that's delivered, and there's about 20 ton on a semi.
That was asphalt films, or that was what product?
AD rock,
Okay.
it's the same stuff we put in on top of the water lines when we didn't run concrete, pretty much.
And what did the asphalt mills cost a ton? What did the asphalt mills, 15 a ton on asphalt?
15 a ton. And then I don't know what the delivery charge would be on that, but that's what they're. And I can get that, if T&W can get it, it's still the same price at T&W as it is APAC. Because that's what we paid last time, I believe, when we got it from him.
Any idea how many tons that he hauled?
That he hauled,
In the truckload?
oh, and his, I don't know what he hauled in his dump truck. And the rest of the maintenance reports mainly mow, and work at the lagoon. We had a lagoon inspection, and we got rode up for the weeds out there that we sprayed and killed part of them, but we still had weeds out there. So we got rode up for the weeds, but we sprayed them again, and they're dead, so we're gonna try to burn them off.
Questions for Mr. Hegde?
Do you know how much or what you're gonna want of this? Are you gonna want all of the concrete wash, the millings and the rock, or you want to get some of all that? All
Well,
that?
I'm not so much worried about the millings right now. Like I said, I got a pretty good pile of millings right now, but the AB rock and the concrete wash should be able to fill in some of the worst spots from all the heavy rains. I need that AB rock so I can hold it. And concrete wash also. I mean, this seems to stay pretty good if it gets packed in.
I think we need some because the roads are getting pretty bad with these big rains. We definitely need to get those, when it gets dried out, get working on those.
You're still approving
He probably-
budgetary fix the budgetary amount, so he knows how much money we can spend?
3 to 4 loads is what Concrete Enterprise said they probably had down there. Kroll may have a half a load is all they have. When they moved out to that new plant, they haven't gathered a bunch up yet.
So how much do you think you're needing?
The 3 to 4 loads of the concrete wash.
Okay. And you said, how much, you said that's 8 ton, you're calling a load the 8 ton you can get on a dump trailer?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting on the dump trailer.
So that's approximately $200 for that.
Four loads would be 32 tons.
And then the AV rock is $34 a ton delivered.
Yeah,
They deliver 20 ton.
yeah,
Per
somewhere
load.
around that on the semis, 19 to 22, depending on how it's loaded on them.
$600 million.
So they'll approve like.
I like to have at least a semi load of that AV.
Right?
We still have $1,745 in the special highway. So we still come out of highway fund. If we did a load of AV and
4 loads of concrete.
4 loads of concrete, which we could just approve up to 4 of those, and if he only gets 3, he only gets 3.
Good.
We're gonna put a price cap on it, so we don't go over that amount.
Well, $1,000 would cover that easily. Technically, $880. Plus, I don't know if they give you, charge tax on, oh, yeah.
I'll just tell you that, so that this is for get used up. So next year, last year work is, it's over till next year.
Yeah, and which we might wanna spend that down later on.
Yeah.
Put it in the year. Yeah, I would say 1,000.
The other thing I need to bring up now and after that is the sidewalks at the fire station. How do you want to address them? That doesn't go on the bid for the driveway out front. That doesn't include the curb put back in to match the driveway. That's just the driveway straight out to the new blacktop. So we've got to put in that short piece of curb on each end and sidewalk.
Either side of the apron on the, what do you got, is 6, 7, 8 feet on each side and by 7 foot square?
12 foot. Depending on how far back you go with the new concrete.
I must have missed a whole page.
And how do you,
I mean, I don't remember the county coming and saying they're gonna get this and you have to pay for that or anything else. And now we'll still have to come up with all this money.
Well, we don't have to, we can leave it how it is, if we don't want to spend money on it. They don't have to come and ask. Cause they put driveway.
Fill it full of gravel if you want to, because you wish at some point down the road, you wish you would put concrete in there.
So with when the building contractor did the bid, were they bidding in the matching it to the sidewalks?
The county said that was not their job.
I was thinking
And which bid? The
And-
county?
no. When the people that were building it needed to go out to the street.
Oh. It's just a street with, UTs. It was just a street, it was not the sidewalk.
Well, let's take care of the rock first. a motion for that. I make a motion, for the maintenance department to get loads of rock and concrete wash up to $1,000.
Second that.
Second. Oh, aye.
Aye.
It's good, second.
So we're gonna need another bid then for the sidewalk and the, whatever's
We're
going
gonna
on the
curb.
signs, the
Yeah,
curb.
on both sides.
It should be.
That's
We
great.
could do that,
That wasn't on the last bid?
no,
It strikes me as really a minor issue, though. I really think
If
that
the,
$1,000 or $1,500 would do both of those. There's not very many square feet there.
we could put sidewalk back to that driveway at a slope, the best we can, just a width 4 foot wide, and then finish from there to the street in rock. And spray it. Instead of concrete from all that 12 foot wide.
Well, can we get a bid to have it, the concrete, and will the same people be putting it in and finishing it? I mean, so we don't have like 2 different companies doing this and.
Is there any way to get a bid from UTs to have that done while they're here? And have a special meeting?
Supposedly, I wasn't here when they were talking about it. Urban asked him if he wanted a bid on that, and he didn't turn nothing in.
Could we ask him again if he'd be interested in doing it, so we can just have one company do it all, if possible?
Then if we needed to, we could have, if you get a bid from them, we could have a special meeting before they come.
But you already okayed UT's bid for the drive, right?
Right,
Yes.
yes.
Get another, see if UT will bid us to get the sidewalks
To
and the
finish
curb.
everything else out, yeah.
At the same time they're here, while they're here.
I'm not understanding.
Just see if they will bid the sidewalk deal, call them and see if they'll get us a bid on that, so that they could do it while they were here doing the driveway. The road.
That's what I was saying. Urban asked him to do a bid on that when he was here doing the paperwork and what, when I was on vacation, and he didn't turn in no bid. He don't wanna do the sidewalk and curb.
So we know for a fact he doesn't want to do it, or maybe he just didn't get the bid done.
Well, I would say he don't wanna do it.
I was there with Irvin with Mr. Yetsey, when he was there, we talked about it, I was expecting a bid, but we didn't talk about it at the time. Being a thrifty person that I am, I kept telling him we gotta throw that in. Concrete things on either side, but he just never heard me bid.
Well, let's call them and ask them if they would get us a bid on it.
Okay.
If they tell us no, they're not gonna do it, then we'll look somewhere else. If they say they will do it and get us a bid on it, let's have a special meeting before
Meeting to approve.
to see if we could get it all done at the same time. Good with that?
Okay.
Swimming pool is drained. Swimming pool has been drained.
Well, it's not totally drained. It rained, so we gotta pump some more.
It did rain. All right. Anything else to bring to our attention? All right. Thank you. I see no.
Oh, I got one, maintenance report, guy.
Gabe has a question for you.
Trash dumpsters.
I think you said October.
Okay, we'll bring trash dumpster back in October.
Yeah, usually we bring it back like after Halloween or right before Halloween.
Are we bringing tire trailer or paint trailer or anything by chance? Nothing. We did that
No.
earlier. Okay.
We'll wait another year to where we got,
I'll haul you something.
we got a pile started back there, so.
I'll haul you some run flat inserts.
Anything else?
Give him a minute.
Thank you. I see no safety officer. We
I
have,
have-
you have a
yes.
report from safety officer.
So, she, all she told me to say was, Superior Fire is coming out to inspect the fire extinguishers, pretty sure it's the 18th. So, she just wanted you to be aware they will be checked. on the 18th.
That's all from the safety officer. I see no custodial person here. Is there absentee report from custodial? person?
Not really, other than I just noticed that spot in the roof in the gym. I don't know if we need, if it's, that roof is leaking, is causing that to fall or what. I don't know if that's maybe something we need to have the roof looked at again or something. I don't know.
Colton
I
said
mean, I
he'd
don't
take
know.
him in and show him before we leave today.
Okay.
Roof in the gym's leaking.
The south basketball goal. On the south end. Any comments from the audience? Ms. Bridger?
I'd like to revisit the limb issue,
The which
the
issue?
limb issue.
Lamb.
Is there any way we can get a list in the office? Because we know Turon's community has a lot of elderly, or people don't have trucks to move the limbs, and maybe we could come up, you guys can come up with a, we'll haul your limbs for the maintenance men to haul them for X amount of dollars, because a lot of people can't. Lack of transportation, lack of age. I mean, it's just a suggestion. I mean, I don't expect them to do it free, because gas ain't free, but maybe they can give, $5, $10, whatever. Because not everybody can have a.
Yeah, but how many of these people have somebody that lives next door or down the road that they could ask to haul them to?
Yeah, but how many people have the pride to do that? I mean, it's just an option. I just was sitting there thinking about that.
And
I mean,
I
it's kind of-
actually thought of something like that, if there are people that just cannot do it,
Yeah.
if they would turn in their name or something, we can surely get some, Gene and I can go do what we can by hand. We
Because,
don't
I mean,
have a tractor.
unfortunately, our community's got a lot of elderly people and,
I know there are some cases that people just are not physically, or like you said.
like my neighbor, she can't get out there and she's got no vehicle.
Right.
So, I mean, just an idea to throw out there. Like, you ain't got enough problems.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, I've got one more.
What, excuse me.
Mine's on the list too. I don't know when things changed, but when I was on council, it was always said, as long as they pulled the limbs to the curb, they would be picked up. But the men could not go on the property. So a lot of people probably still believe that's how it is, and that's why they're getting the complaints on one's getting the notices. When did it change?
Well, it's always been an order, never did change. I don't know who,
So when I was on, they were told, as long as it's brought to the curb.
I
And
remember
the guys
doing it
did
for
pick
storm
them up.
damage, but not.
What?
I remember doing it for storm damage.
No, not just storm damage. Yeah. So, that's all I want to say, that might be why the people are upset.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
There would be times when I would be willing to bring in a farm truck and haul things to the, for free or minimal for gas money, if somebody has to load it. You could use a city grapple or a city truck use a grapple.
Well, we have an ordinance for that. They can pay the city to load them.
I would think we would need to probably get, another form in, some sort of a waiver of liability to enter private property.
I wouldn't say
On private property.
if they needed help getting rid of them and could get them to the curb,
Then they would just rent them.
Well, but in the case of those things that we talked about by the Pizza Hut house, some of those are on private property and some of them are in the street.
Yeah.
So
but I think on that one, I think he has kept logs that he maybe wants to keep or give to somebody for firewood on his property, but all the trash
all the branches,
is in the street.
We have a form for you to fill out to hire the city guys.
And it's what, $45 an hour for equipment plus the wage of the guy, is that correct?
There's a form with it too that you have to fill out. If you have homeowner's insurance, you have to put it on there. If you do not, you still have to fill out the form. So it's still in there.
In my 10-ish years of being on this council, it's never been filed out to road and they get picked up.
Okay, I'm moving on to unfinished business, part of which is the McGuire contract, and have we dealt with that?
Yeah.
Something about mosquito spraying, do you have comments on that?
Mosquitoes are terrible, but of course, we're kind of in a monsoon, I guess.
More coming.
And more coming. I don't know. I'll just say this. The last time that I seen the mosquito sprayer in town, the fog that they were putting out was ridiculously small. I could take a bubble pipe and blow about as much smoke as that thing was putting out. It did not reach a ditch. It was just barely putting anything out. So if that's what they did through the whole town, I can see why we're not having much mosquito kill off. So I don't know if their machine is not working right or if that's all they can put out. I don't know. It wasn't very impressive, I'll say that. Because I know when the guys used to spray, I mean, it was a fog. But this was pretty weak. I don't know, is our contract up with that now?
I mean, I told them every 2 weeks until September, but I haven't gotten, I think I should have gotten like 2 more spray bills, but I haven't gotten anything since last month.
The contract goes through September or stopped at the 1st of September?
I just told them through September.
Through
Well,
September.
every 2 weeks until September is what I said.
Up until September.
Okay, so we're done with it.
All the days.
But I have not gotten, I mean, you come spray the building every
We
month,
need to,
so.
we need to order them again.
I don't know, the mosquitoes are very bad, I will say that.
It's going to be bad wherever you go. There's a lake in the fields.
You're right.
Do we want to try another spraying or stop for what? Mosquitoes in general.
Anybody else?
Anybody else? Do we know anybody else? I mean, I don't know anybody else that sprays. I don't know, like Arlington, do they spray? Who do they have spray? I don't know. I don't know how far off our sprayer is from actually being usable. Is our sprayer in pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's pray for that.
I know we purchased a personal sprayer that works probably better than what you were describing.
Yeah.
It puts a good fog out because our mosquitoes were so bad. And it was like $110 for the fluids and it lasts forever.
We still order another spray, go around from the bug guys, or someone else.
I'd like to see it sprayed again. It may not do any good, but.
What were
Save
we
the
paying
time.
per time?
Yeah, it's 200 a spray.
You can buy a portable gas-powered mosquito sprayer starting at like $1,465 to $1,700. You can buy less serious ones for less. They are those. Well, they're not cheap, but we might be using a lot more than we're supposed to. It might work.
It's supposed to freeze. In 3 weeks.
My kid is about 3 weeks. I don't know, I think we ought to visit this, buying one by next year.
Have to do it ourselves.
Mosquito Mist Ultra gallon spray, which I don't know how far a gallon goes.
That's probably for like residential use, right? I mean, for your
What?
the sprayer of the chemical.
No, this is like commercial sprayer. It's
Oh, I see.
if you're gonna use this at your own home, you got a serious home.
That's some serious issues. All right, so are we spraying again or not spraying again? So we can move on.
I don't think they're doing good.
Anybody else?
Put forth the motion, see if anybody supports it.
I make a motion to contact the bug guys again, for another round of mosquito spraying.
Is there a second? Moments.
I'll second it.
There's a motion and a second. Contract with the
Aye.
guys for another round.
Nay.
Aye.
Nay.
Aye.
We have 3-2. Motion passed, 3-2. We will contact the guys for one more round of mosquito.
One spray.
Just one spray? Okay. I want to make sure.
Next item says Ruben Martin with MLP. Ms. Michaela, tell us the truth.
I was told to put it on the agenda because they wanted to talk about it.
So I was up catching some cattle from him, and he said that they just started some paperwork that if we're interested in doing something with him, that we ought to think about it fairly quickly, because they just found out that some of the stuff they are turning in right now is like a year to year and a half out. So that's all. That's why I haven't put it back on. Yeah.
The funding is a year and a half.
Next meeting, we have to have another When he came out and talked, yeah, when he came out and talked,
He didn't get like, I don't know.
Anything official from them?
when he came out and talked, we decided to go ahead, because it wasn't ever anything.
It's on the last page.
Yeah,
There's a consensus
we're gonna look to see if we have, other things that, like.
That's right, so you get with the city guys to see what we need to start with first.
Yeah.
Have we done that
Get
yet?
it going, I thought we were gonna go ahead and start the process. I'm pretty sure that's what we agreed.
Let's see if he's talked, if he knows anything about it.
Have you guys talked to Ruben yet on the sewer stuff?
Yeah, I knew that, because I just talked to him today, a couple days ago about it.
Well, I think we should get going with this, especially for already a year and a half out. I kind of thought it was already in the works, so.
I'm pretty sure that we.
No, we said we were gonna have them see if they could put a list together of other funding.
Right.
Right, and it wasn't gonna cost anything for him to do it, so we might as well get started. It wasn't gonna cost us anything, that we might as well get started, maybe we can get with those guys and find some more stuff that needs to be done.
Okay, but we haven't done anything on it yet, we're not on the list to start. So,
Is there a motion to begin the process of dealing with
just,
See what we need on.
You have
Well,
this
I've
part
been
of,
talking to Urban and them about what was going on, but I didn't think they knew exactly what, but I do have his contact.
well, I think we just need to get him rolling, that we do wanna go forward with looking for funding. And then have him
Talk to them and see.
talk with them to see what he thinks will qualify with his experience, what will qualify for funding.
All of our needs.
Is that a motion?
I think it was just a
That was
consensus.
the motion?
We're just having a consensus on it?
We just need a consensus, cause
Consensus?
it's not costing us anything.
Okay, we have consensus?
Yeah.
Great. There will be contact from President Martin regarding participation in the program. Any other unfinished business? Moving on to new business, or don't share the Virginia agreements, evaluation.
so it doesn't cost us anything.
I'll make a motion, we go into executive session for 10 minutes. Council, mayor,
Yeah, just,
Danny, council and mayor. I think you're released.
Hey, but just so you don't get lost going home, you'll lose your proof out on the floor.
We got a second. For, oh, sorry, for, non-elected personnel.
Only got a screws.
I thought it was Danny's, but.
Well, it might be. Second.
Aye.
Aye. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, one member.
we're going there too. For her evaluation, just abstain.
We have other business for Mr. Webster. You need to be here for anything.
Thanks, Phil.
Any other business for Mr. Webster? Joe, over there.
We already told them goodbye. We told them goodbye 10 minutes ago.
Catch up. Train left the station.
Thank you, guys.
Haven't heard anything from her today. Sharon, figuring it out.
bought an air bomb from Harbor Freight for $60-some, and then air hose and some quick disconnects. So I ran it from the quick disconnect on my air compressor that I have in the toolbox to a quick disconnect on the tank, and then ran a T right there where that quick disconnect is, so that another quick disconnect could be right there and run my hose. So the new tank can hold 125 PSI. My tank that I had in there could only hold like 110 PSI, but it was only 3 gallon. And I bought the 11-gallon air bomb for $70 at Harbor Freight and just plumbed it all in there. So now I've got 13 or 14 gallons of 110 PSI. The main reason I did it is because like I had a flat the day after I put the new tires on my pickup, and I got like maybe 6 pounds, 15, 20 pounds in the tire before I had to go to your shop and finish airing it up. That way, if I air that whole tank up, I should be able to air up probably all of my tires, maybe not all of them, but close to all of them before I run out of air. And then when my next VA check hits, I'm gonna go back to Harbor Freight, and for another $70, I can buy a new pancake air compressor, and I'm gonna buy that because the one I've got in there, even just the 3 gallon that it had, it took like 20 minutes to air up to 110 PSI. So it's old and tired, and I gotta get a new one. But I thought that was pretty cool. For $70, you put a whole new, I almost can run air tools at this point. I bet I could run an impact for a little while.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna buy it's a truck bed crane. It folds up into the side of your bed like that. It's a 1,000-pound truck bed crane. And I thought, boy, that'd be perfect for like, okay, say we cut down the rest of my stump in my yard or something. Instead of me and you heaving it up on a trailer, that's a 1,000-pound, we can get, and fuck a refrigerator or whatever, you know, I don't have to load them in by hand. I can use that. And it don't take up any more space in my pickup, which I thought was nice. And that's only, that one I showed you was only $119 at Harbor Freight, so I thought that was pretty nice too. Did you see the trailer I brought home when I brought the Jeep home? Kerry let me take his trailer home. He's gonna sell it, I guess. He wants me to put a bunch of wheel bearing and stuff.
What's he gonna sell it for?
That's the trailer. It's a 3-axle. It was built to haul a skid steer. It's 20 foot with, I think, 2 foot dovetail. He said that his bottom dollar, he's not ready to take bottom dollar right now, but his bottom dollar is 5, and his top dollar, like what he wants right now, is anywhere between 7 and 8, which, if you ask me, not in terrible shape. 5 right now, 5 I think is plenty, because it needs wheel hubs repacked on the back axle on both sides. It needs tires on both sides on the back axle, and it needs washed up real good. And then the fenders are bent on it, but they don't affect it at all. So I think 5 is well worth what it is now, you know. But if you put new wheel hubs on it, new tires on it, wash it, and I'm gonna try and bend those fenders out a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything, but I'm gonna try. I think 7 or 8's plenty what it's worth, don't you? He goes, no payments. I'm not taking payments for anybody. That's a deal breaker. And I said, really? No payments? He goes, no. And I said, what about for your loving son? And he goes, maybe. I was like, I'll take a maybe. I like that answer.
And of course, they're not burning up.
Yeah.
You had heard what she said after you left?
Oh, I'm sure there's nothing
yeah.
good.
Something about basement, wasn't it, Brenda? He was gonna have to sleep in the basement?
Hey, I like the basement. I've got a nice little man cave going on down there.
Well, they had a head start on that house when you bought
Good
it.
place to hide out?
I do. I've got a little futon down there, and you know those those heaters that you can buy that have like a fake fireplace in them.
Yeah.
I've got one of those that my big TV sits on top of.
Yeah.
It's nice. You turn all the lights on down there and click the fire on. You don't even have to hit the heat on. Just click the fire on. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Well, he had a nice start on that.
Yeah.
I think that was his man cave at one time.
I want to put, it's unfinished right now, and I want to put 2 more rooms down there, another living room and
A bedroom for you?
laundry room. Well, 2 for the boys. That way when they get older, we can put them down there and not have to deal with them anymore.
But meanwhile, you
Yeah, exactly.
Michaela scratched the idea of sending him to the basement. He's acknowledged and testified he loves it down there.
I know, we put a TV down there. Huh?
Take it off of Facebook, that you're putting in the basement.
Oh, he enjoys it down there.
What's good to say?
Well, that was all been cleaned out and we actually have stuff down there.
The bad part about it though, I guess, is if she felt like it, she could put me in there and the door doesn't open from the inside of the basement, so she could lock me in the basement.
And you're gonna complain?
Fair.
Come on, guys. Get ready to go home.
Well, it's good and bad because sometimes Turon will lock people down there. He locked his babysitter down there. She had to break the door hinge to
Do you know there was rattlesnakes over there by your garage at one time?
Really? Well, I've been watching for snakes because I figure we'll see some eventually, but we haven't.
Yeah, because my son plowed up an area and
I did see one.
a bunch of snakes,
Oh.
rattlesnakes were there.
That wasn't a snake, he was a friend.
It was a snake.
He was a friend.
It was what?
He was a little garter snake like that big.
It's still a
That's a
snake.
snake.
He's not a snake.
We looked for it.
Yeah, because I want to play with him.
The garage is starting to look better. But yeah, by the garage, James had plowed up and there was a den of baby rattlesnakes. The guy actually got bit and they had air med in. So with your kids, I'd be worried much.
Well,
That's what's really good in the gym.
Yeah.
I guess we'll take them back in a bit. Concession, please, executive session, ended with much discussion with no action taken at that time. Does anyone wish to speak on the subject of new business at hand, which is Mrs. Green's evaluations?
I make a motion, we go back to the executive session for 5 minutes. Lawyer, mayor, council, non-elect personnel. Oh my goodness. Second, anybody?
Second.
Aye.
You,
Put these back in the gym, okay?
just leave it in the library, I mean.
This is the library.
Yeah.
I thought it was no evaluations.
But they were figured we brought into executive session, so they still have to stay there.
What's locked
These are the
now?
library. Thank you.
Oh, are you supposed to go?
Okay. No, he just told me to say.
Is it just
but they said, he said when I asked him, they said they're still going to talk about that.
So they come back and say no action. So, I don't know why we have to say executive session.
You have to say no action, because you're not supposed to take anything.
Huh?
They're not supposed to take any action on it. That part, I don't understand either, I just.
Okay, so they'll come back and say no action taken, but now they want to give you a raise and they'll do this.
Yeah.
I never could understand that either.
She just said that that's procedure.
That's just the way it was done, I don't know why.
Are you like cleaning up for us?
Yeah. Everett's helping too, I mean, you're right here. Everett probably would like to get home too.
He's gotta make a pit stop at our house.
I was saying, he can't leave till I leave.
Well, you can help him.
I guess I will, since we're this far to the end.
And she wrote it in.
I like watching the old man sweat.
You might want to be nice if you got Gabe's jacket or whatever, or he might appreciate it. He'd walk out and forget it. Go ahead and take mine. I'm gonna stand up and back. It's killing me. Go ahead and take my chair.
You sure?
Yeah, my back is to a point where it hurts.
Mandated as to how much time the state mandates they have to be in school, so for preschool, they have to. I was supposed to start this night, but I didn't have time.
You're gonna stand up for the rest of the meeting, huh?
Well, we don't have Christian cheers like y'all do. They get hard real quick.
I can't sit on those.
I did ask the lawyer if she knew any of this.
Sit on my fist and lean on my thumb.
And with my back problems, after a while, you gotta stand up.
Probably back before the baby. They got away from me on that one.
$50.
What is it?
He said nothing.
What is it?
You need a refrigerator.
No, but that's like double the size we have.
Says 10 years old, average wear and tear works great. Pick up in Manford,
Yeah, it's in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, but that's $50 for a fridge like that, I'll drive.
Yeah, but you're buying a $50 refrigerator too.
Man, you're always looking at things so far away.
Well, that's just because that's where my Facebook shows me stuff.
Stop doing it.
I can't stop them.
Yes, you can. You can change where it
It's
shows.
on local for Brad.
You need to go in there and adjust your mapping.
Well, that's always looking stuff like that.
I'm not, my phone is.
That's a lie. Still that goes there, so.
Better slow down.
It costs $50 in gas to go get it.
Well, it's probably more than that.
Yeah, one more.
That fridge was like in its day, I would say that fridge was pretty expensive fridge.
Yeah.
3 hours and 19 minutes.
What's wrong with it?
He says nothing. He said it works.
I can tell you something's not wrong with it either.
Yeah, that's true.
Manfred's by Tulsa.
So it's only 3 hours.
Okay, $100 one way.
Tulsa's too busy for me.
Hasn't your mom ever told you sometimes that sounds too good to be true, it's good to be true?
Yeah.
You can check out AM Auction, they usually have some good refrigerators. And it's a lot closer than Oklahoma.
I forget about ham auction. And they always do their auctions on Saturday, and I work on Saturday.
You know, you can go down there on Friday afternoon.
I did actually know that, but I just found that out like last month or so.
And you can leave a bed with them.
I didn't
He
know
walks
that.
around on his dad's house.
Mhm.
And he's supposed to my picture of Marlon. That's why, my picture of Marlon, that's his nose. I was trying to get a picture of him to send to my sister, and I was like, I was like, can you back up?
Yeah, and you can go on Facebook and they get a website.
Oh, really?
Yeah, towards the end of the week, they'll post what they are gonna have. And usually if it's appliances and stuff, they'll post that.
I'm used to doing ham auction, but now they do all this.
Yeah, and that's,
Actually help them
so
set
that's
up
what
the
was up there
website.
watching late last week. Ooh, speaking of that, Dave, thank you. I forgot to pay Becky.
So you have to go tell them your time's up.
Yeah. I didn't start to stand on it, so we'll start with that now. Well, I was just
Yeah,
trying
they're
to.
till 5. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go home.
Huh?
I'm ready to go home. Get my warm bed, put my pajamas on. Maybe you want these or? Yeah, I'll take care of these.
No, I have enough paper. Thank you.
I'll stack them in the yellow if you get it.
Get it at some point.
Here we go. Just leave it packed.
Whoa, it's packed up and ready to go home.
Well, we decided that this is the end of this, so.
Discussion during executive session, but no action taken. We will be back in session here now. Any further business to discuss with regard to Ms. Michaela Bruin's evaluation or concerns?
I make a motion that we give McKay the 25% raise.
Second.
Stay.
Is there other new business? Next item says covering body comments. I think we exhausted most of those. I'll tell you a little story that happened to me today.
Actually, I've got a governing body comment when we get.
Sorry?
I've got a governing body comment when we get to it.
Okay. I was driving down the street today. There's a lady pushing a baby or a small child in a stroller of some sort. And it was before the big rain. It was a little drippy. And trying to cover up provide a cover over the infant, over the small child, maybe a year and a half old, wasn't an infant. But, anyway, I just made note of that. I had to go to the post office, went around the block to do something I was actually looking for. Everett. When I got to the post office, the lady's at the post office, and she's looking to get in and out of the ring. Reasonably well dressed and looked like she was in pretty good shape, but she needed to get in and out of the ring. I did not know her. She asked if there was a shelter, which, like a woman's shelter or a family shelter or something like that. And I told her no, but I didn't get her into that I could call law enforcement or something. And then she proceeded to tell me she was traveling with her sister in a car, and they had a falling out, and the sister kicked her out of the car. Turon, Kansas, and her baby, and her dog, and there she was, and she was trying to figure out what her next move was. And then she wondered if there was a library, because she was looking for some place that she could go, someplace public, she could go and get out of the weather, maybe find a telephone or something. I suggested the library, but it's not open at this particular moment. And the city office was not open at this point, but I told her the city offices are up here, 5 blocks back to the east. I will take you up there. You can at least get into we could get into the open part of the building and get out of the weather and whatever. And she said she just needed some help, and I didn't know what else to do with her. I had no business to do at the post office. I told her I would take her back here, but she said, "Oh, I'll walk." And she turned around and she heads back to the east. I had a little business at the post office. When I got done, I came out thinking I'm going to bring her up here to get out of the weather, and she was gone. Vanished, and I never saw her again. One of life's little mysteries. So,
Maybe your sister came back and picked her up.
So maybe the sister turned around, had a change of heart, and came around and picked her up again. I don't know. That's my first thought. But, just mysterious thing. I didn't know. Is there a shelter in Reno County in Hutchinson for?
Oh yeah.
I assume there's some sort of civil, but I don't know that. My next move would have been to call law enforcement and see if the deputy could come and visit with her about her options. And I assume the deputy would be certainly knowledgeable about that. And just odd things that happened. I never saw her again, so I'm hoping that her, I guess I'm hoping that her sister picked her up again.
Right.
But she was reasonably well dressed and well appointed. I mean, she's clean and pleasant, and not an obnoxious person, at least not to me. Very soft spoken. And just kind of a little distraught. She's been abandoned. Right here in
Especially with a
the
little
city.
child with you.
But I never saw her again, so I'm hoping that she's well, and her little baby and the dog. So that's my story for today. Gabe, did you have a thought?
Yeah, with what Urban's going through, I think it'd be good if the city would get him a gift card or something to help him out with some meals or something. Either do a prepaid credit card or gift card, or I don't know if he eats at either of the restaurants in town. I don't know if you would know that.
He likes Twin Peaks.
He likes Twin Peaks. Oh, he's got good taste. Do you know if Urban eats at either of the restaurants here in town or?
Not in Hutchinson.
In here,
Or-
does he eat here at these cafes in Turon?
Every once in a while.
Do you know which one?
Dan's, but
Oh, yeah.
We could prepay for some meals in one or both of those places. That would be helpful.
I would like to see us do something for him with them going through this right now.
even a gas card would help.
Yeah, anything would help a lot.
Why don't we just give like a
Prepaid
card or
fees.
something like that? That way you can use it for gas or food or whatever you might need.
I'd be good with that. I think we should.
How much do you want to put on it?
I know when we lost our grandkids, you gotta do a lot of running, take care of stuff, so, you know, take that into consideration.
I'm sure he's got some gas money involved too, going back.
Yeah.
I don't know, some people might think it's a lot, but I'd like to see it to be like $250 or something.
That's what I was thinking.
That doesn't go very far nowadays.
All
So
of
if you
that.
guys wanna do a little more than that, I'd be good with it too.
I'd even go 3, because it does cost gas, it's not cheap. He's got enough on
And how
his
many
plate.
days,
He does have a lot of time.
I would, and I know he's got a lot of time, but I would, I think if he needs to take time unpaid or whatever, I think we would just let him and forgive it, whatever.
Not dock him on his own personal days.
Yeah, if that's what he wanted to do. But they would be unpaid, I guess.
But he wouldn't have to use his own
Yeah.
PTO.
Unless he wants to.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to, so it's on his paycheck.
Is there a motion? With numbers?
We had thoughts on the amount. I mean, $250 doesn't pay for much. I mean, 2 tanks of gas, maybe 3 tanks of gas going to Hudson back and stuff, so.
I would say let's start with that, see what kind of fire.
Or even do $250 on a Visa gift card and 50 at each establishment in town. They'll take care of it. I don't know.
Why don't we do 250?
Let's just do 200 and then go to each establishment and make it reasonable.
What was the amount? 250?
200 on Visa,
200?
$200 on one Visa, and $50 at each cafe here in town,
Okay.
on an account for him. Is that right?
I make a motion that we get Urban, prepaid Visa card or prepaid gift card for the amount of $200 and $50 at each restaurant, the Bacon Cafe and Very Farm Grill.
I'll second.
Aye.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone, can we take care of that?
How will I get the Visa card?
Well,
Are you
I
going to-
can buy it and I can give it to you. to give
Oh,
it.
sure, yeah. I can do that.
Can you take care of that?
Isn't they taking care of that?
I've been going over, and his granddaughter's been stopping by, we've just been letting him out periodically through the day, so.
Okay. About 5 days. Okay.
Anything
And I
else?
still would like, on top of that, I think if he needs some days off that he didn't want to take his personal time for, I think he ought to get it. Undocked.
Everybody's busy, everyone's gonna be on himself here. I wish I was, my vacation was scheduled differently. I could be around to be helpful in case they would run into a two-man job, but I'm gonna be gone. Anybody, is there anybody we can contact or any of these people in a position to run errands or be helpful in everyone's job?
I could run for parts or something, but I don't know that I'd be very helpful on the end of the show.
I can tell you exactly how to use the
That
shovel.
comes with experience, you know.
Easy tutorial.
Yes, very.
Do they still have they still have a Preston maintenance van, right? Don't you guys work together with Preston? Like if it's something major, can you call?
Preston's looking for help too.
I was gonna say they're.
I'll be around quite a bit with the rain, we're not gonna be in the field much, so if
if you can call Gabe, maybe Gabe can find somebody if he's not available, but there are things that just work better with two people. Or if you get into something where OSHA requires a,
Yeah.
I can tie a rope around you and watch your work. I can tie a rope around you and watch your work.
Yeah.
Don't call me, I like to watch the sun.
I will be out of town probably back about Tuesday, probably.
You're in there.
I thought you did, when he was out in front of his house.
Sorry,
Are we making a motion to adjourn?
I haven't heard one yet. That's often shipped, so. All right, okay, we would like to move to.
Your company.